Would you like to solve issues of frustration in your life? If you find yourself getting triggered, if there are times when you just can't stand the fact that someone is being stupid, or someone is cutting you up at traffic, or life doesn't seem fair and it brings about a state of anger inside of you. If so, that's what I'm going to offer a way of resolving today. This is going to be by way of a hypnotic induction, so please do not pay attention to my words when driving or when operating machinery. Only do so when it's completely safe and appropriate to do so. Thank you very much. And with that in mind, if you'd like to discover ways to heal yourself, to explore the parts of you that ordinarily you don't explore, with the aim of bringing about a better sense of your own self, of your own worth, perhaps of your own natural inner beauty, then watch on. So if you notice that there are things that I say that simply just don't make sense to you, forget about them. Focus on the part which you do relate to, which you find deeply moving, perhaps. And if there are things that you just don't respond to, just let them kind of wander away. So with that in mind, find a place where you're reasonably sure you won't be disturbed for the next 15, 20 minutes, something like that. And then, I don't know, maybe you want to focus on a spot on this beautiful canyon behind me, or maybe you want to sit down, keep your head at a kind of a level basis, but find a spot on the ceiling that you could gaze at without raising your head, keeping your head kind of straight so that you're looking above at a sort of a 45-degree angle. Take in a good deep breath. Hold the breath. And let that breath go. Allowing the out breath to be about twice as long as the in breath. Taking in a second good deep breath. Holding the breath. Keeping your gaze on wherever it is that you're looking, and then let that breath go. That's good. Perhaps feeling that sense of stillness already generating in your body. And taking in a good third deep breath. And holding that breath. Good deep breath. And as you let that breath go, just allowing your eyes to close. Focus on your inner experience. Breathing normally. Any sounds around you, you notice them, but they don't bother you in any way. Noticing the support of the chair or the ground or the bed that you're resting upon. Noticing where you feel most still in your body. Noticing if there's a tingling sensation in your body somewhere, and whereabouts that feeling is. And just allowing that sense of quiet and calm to grow inside of you, becoming easier and easier with every breath in, breathing in peace. And with every breath out, just breathing out any tension, almost as if you could breathe it out through the soles of your feet. And now focus on the muscles around your face as those eyelids flutter. Maybe a sense of warmth. Focus on the muscles around your eyes. Allow them to become completely loose and limp and heavy. Muscles around your cheekbones, loose and limp. Jaw relaxed. Neck, shoulder loose and limp. And if you need to, you can shuffle, you can move make sure that you feel completely at ease, because this is a moment just for you. A moment just to explore your inner experience. Nothing to say, nothing to do, nothing to prove, nothing to judge, nothing even to think. It's a moment to be with yourself and appreciate that. And as I say that, maybe you can bring about a sense of gratitude, a sense of something in your life that you're very grateful for. And notice where you feel that in your body. And allow that sense of gratitude to grow. Expand that feeling, spread it through your body. Allow it to grow and grow and grow until it's almost at the perimeter of your body. With every breath, breathing in peace and breathing out any remaining tension. And so now really focus on those muscles around your eyes, little tiny muscles around your eyes, and allow those muscles to completely relax. Allow your eyelids to become totally heavy. Allow those eyelids to become so heavy that it's just as if they're clamped shut. They're so relaxed, so deeply, deeply relaxed. And when you're sure that those eyelids won't work, give them a test. Actually prove to yourself that they won't work. And when you've proved that to yourself, stop testing. Relax those eyelids and send a wave of relaxation all the way down from those eyelids, all the way down to the tips of your toes. Powerful wave of relaxation all the way down, down through your cheekbones, down through your chest, through your torso, down to the tips of your toes. And notice what you notice. Because in a moment, we're going to double that feeling of relaxation. So in a moment, not now, but in a moment, I'm going to ask you to open and close your eyes. Open your eyes and look at me, and then close your eyes. And when you close your eyes back down, to double this feeling of relaxation. So now just open your eyes. That's good. And close those eyes back down, doubling that feeling of relaxation. Every nerve, every fiber in your body, loose and limp, completely at ease, completely comfortable. This is a time just for you. Arms and limbs still. Perhaps different temperature. Perhaps becoming heavier. And as I say that, you can open your eyes once again and close your eyes back down, doubling that feeling of relaxation once again, even deeper down. Every muscle, every fiber loose and limp, like a set of rubber bands tumbling to the floor. You're completely safe here, completely at ease. And you can open your eyes whenever you choose to do so. It's a simple choice to bring yourself into this state of calm. We'll do that one more time. Now open your eyes. That's good. And close those eyes back down, doubling that feeling of relaxation once again. Every muscle in your body calm, loose. Almost like a rag doll that's just sat limp on the floor. And yet, a sense of heightened awareness of your inner experience, even though your body is still. And perhaps as I say that, maybe there are thoughts running across your mind. And if so, that's okay. Because we're not really here to discuss with that part of your mind. So if there are thoughts, you can thank those thoughts, you can observe those thoughts, but just let them wander away. Because what I want to do now is to invite your mind to become just as quiet and calm and relaxed and comfortable as your body is. And this is something that you choose to bring about inside of yourself. It's not something that I can make happen. But I wonder if you can imagine what it will feel like the moment that your mind is as calm and crisp and clear and simple as your body. And so we'll do that in very easy fashion today. All I'll do is I will count from 10 down to 1. And with every number that I count back, very comfortably, very slowly, you can double the feeling of relaxation in your mind as well as your body, until counting back just becomes a bit too much effort. And there's no need to focus on the words, there's no need to focus on the numbers, you can just let it all go. So now on 10, doubling that feeling of relaxation in your mind as well as in your body. On 9, doubling that feeling of relaxation in your mind and in your body. And perhaps you can become aware of the fluttering of your eyelids, a warmth or a tingling sensation perhaps in your hands. Maybe even the reflex to swallow on 8, doubling that feeling of relaxation in your mind. Quiet and calm. Any noises around you don't disturb you. Any thoughts just pass you by. On 6, doubling that feeling of relaxation once again, just wanting to let them go. Releasing away. On 5, even deeper. Calmer. 4 and 3. Forgetting about them altogether. Just allowing a sense of simplicity in your mind. Deep stillness in your body. Comfortably breathing. And the person can always find a place even more relaxed in their body on 2 and 1. As you reach that place of simple safety, perhaps you can even imagine a 0 in front of you, a little door to step through. I don't know how that 0 might look, but maybe it's a ball of energy, maybe it's a portal, maybe it's a door. But if you'd like, just step through that 0. Mind and body in complete harmony, complete peace. Just here to observe what you observe and to build a stronger relationship between your head and your heart, your head and your stomach, your head and every single nerve and fiber in your body. Becoming aware of all your thoughts, but all your feelings as well. Deeply in tune with every sensation that is most important to you in this moment in time. And so whilst we're here, we're going to address this sensation of a wish for peace, a wish for harmony, a wish for internal balance, emotional stability, instead of frustration, instead of annoyance, instead of anger when something occurs which is outside of your control. Perhaps someone says something, perhaps someone does something, perhaps you just wake up bitter or annoyed or frustrated, the day isn't going as it should be going, and then a simple trigger flares up that sense of annoyance. And remembering that you can bring yourself to this state at any moment. You can find the place inside of you which is most peaceful. Just right now in this moment. In the knowledge that another time when you check where the most peaceful part of your body is, it might be completely different. But that right now you can identify where that place of peace is. And notice whereabouts it is exactly. And get in touch with that feeling of peace. And allow that feeling of peace to spread, to grow, to expand out beyond your body, to expand out towards the world. And think about all the times where you've been completely mistaken, where you were so sure about something and it's been completely mistaken, and how things didn't go the way that they should have done, but for reasons that were completely outside of your control. And notice how everybody else is living in their own world, so sure of what they think they know. Making their choices, making their decisions, taking their actions, without really much or any regard for you. And so when you notice this sense of anger or frustration or a triggering coming up, notice how it relates to you, relates to your ego, relates to a sense of justice or fairness, respect, perhaps. And then remembering how many times that you do things yourself without regard for others who you don't even know, you don't really even think about at all, and grant other people the ability to do that. Because there's very little in life which is so under our control, and so much which is outside of our control. And other people are going to do what other people do. Actions are going to occur. And the only thing that we have under our control is our response. We might wish that other people did other things. We might wish that other actions occur, but they're outside of our control. But what is inside of our control, what is inside our sphere of influence, is the meaning that we attach. And so as you bring your attention back again to that place inside your body which is most peaceful, really get in tune with that place inside of your body which is most peaceful. And then thinking about the last time that you were triggered, the last time that you were frustrated, the last time that things didn't go as they should, and how terribly unfair that was. And then bringing your focus back to that place inside your body of complete peace. Because there are certain things that are inside of your control, and there are certain things which are outside of your control. But what is always inside of your control is your ability to attach meaning to a circumstance. You can choose. And as you focus on that feeling of peace inside of you, you can notice that choice expanding. You can notice that inner feeling, that inner strength, that inner choice becoming freer, almost simpler, but much more flexible, much less rigorous, more open, more fluid, more like you, less rigid. Because you can choose your response, and it's easy to choose your response. And the more you choose the response, the more you know yourself. The more you choose and know yourself, the more you release yourself from the grip of the necessity to control, and the more you open yourself up to the freedom of feedback, of learning, of understanding what the feeling says, what the message behind the feeling is, and how you can trust that feeling. And so when the feeling of being triggered comes along, when that feeling of frustration or anger or annoyance comes along, you don't need to get carried away by it. Instead, you can notice it, wonder what it means, wonder maybe what the story is behind it. And then rather than reacting so quickly, you can choose your response. Maybe it's a learning opportunity. Maybe it's an opportunity to do something that you weren't even considering that morning. Maybe it's an opportunity to practice a sense of inner peace and composure when noise around you is out of your control. Maybe it's even a moment to notice the rich variety of feeling and experience that you can create inside of yourself. But as you do so, you can also notice how easy it is to shift that feeling, to take in a good deep breath. And as you release that breath, to just create a sense of stillness, of perhaps focus, of clarity, of calmness, of stability, of strength, of everything that you need in the moment. And you can bring yourself back to this state whenever you choose to do so. So now I'm going to invite you to come back up to the state of present full awareness, but bringing with you this sense of awareness that you can create this new state inside of you whenever you choose to do so, that it's easy, that it's very, very possible. And so I'm going to count up from 1 to 5, bringing you back up to a state of full and present awareness, but with a sense of renewed optimism, a sense of strength, of composure, of freedom, sense of feeling wonderful, as if you've had the most tremendous evening's rest, ready to face the day, ready to step out and grasp the opportunities that life brings along. And so on 1 now, feeling absolutely tremendous, wonderful, as free as a bird. On 2, becoming aware of the sensations in your fingertips and your toes. Perhaps you want to stretch your fingertips, stretch your toes, taking a good deep breath. On 3, feeling as free as a bird now, free to be yourself, free to be completely you and to express your truth in the moments that are most appropriate. On 4, it's like fresh spring water is bathing your eyes, whooshing through your mind, just wanting to open your eyes and taking in a good deep breath. On 5 now, open your eyes, have a good stretch, take in a good deep breath, welcome back, and I hope you enjoyed that. It's easy to find a sense of peace inside of yourself. It is easy to bring about the emotion that you choose. That, for me, is an extraordinary learning opportunity. Thank you for watching. I hope that's of interest. If it is, go check out the other videos. I have many, many, many other videos. Subscribe, because I put these things out once or twice a week. And some of them are very practical. Some of them are quite hypnotic. Some of them are more existential and kind of thought-provoking. I hope it's of interest. All right. Thanks for watching. Take care. And until next time, goodbye.